Hello, it's me again. It's that time of the electioneering period where we have a bouquet of candidates and we are spoiled for choice or have this conundrum of who to pick among the list. I have a poetic reflection on this aspect of electioneering period. The children of Israel asked God for a king. They said, give us a king like other nations. This poem is titled, The Candidate. A rejection rang through generations. One by one, they came and faltered. Some were greedy and they plundered. A trail of murder, polygamy, and idolatry blemished their administrative mastery. With whips and scorpions they scourged. Citizens, wearied by political power, surged. They longed for a liberator, a servant leader. Instead, it was worse, an oppressive invader. For a moment, the nation lost all meaning. National ethos was eroded by unwanted occupation. Kings they got, yes, but was it like other nations? It felt less elation and more lamentation. Yesteryear triumphant Moses over Egypt now paled in the shadow of a Roman script. They paid taxes to an emperor they didn't elect. They were judged by a governor they would reject. As people cried for change, he listened. A broken system of government was ready to mend. He chose a candidate in the mold of a baby. His inauguration was in a manger. But this candidate was ignored. But he grew in wisdom and stature among those he knew. At Jordan, he was officially the flag bearer. Nomination certificate was given by the divine messenger. He set off to campaign in the wilderness. His campaign team was Team 3 in person. He was equipped to navigate this election. He resisted the temptation to abuse power, to satiate his momentary selfish desire. He never fell for the trap of false dominion, despite the allure of ruling over nations. So this candidate walked from door to door, to temple market, even to the seashore. He sold his manifesto to the poor and the rich, to the illiterate and the elite within reach. Some crowd followed him for the bread. To them, it was handouts of a commitment instead. Over and over, he resisted voter bribery. Instead, he saved the hurting from their misery. His rising rating led to lots of propaganda, which led to betrayal from a pretender. But this act only opened the polling station. At Gethsemane, it was the ultimate election. His name on ballot paper, none could take. As vote count started, his chances were over. Earthly system concluded this election. Results were out. It was a landslide rejection. As he lay in a tomb, voters were downcast. At his moment of need, their votes couldn't cast. But that tomb became the ultimate ballot box. It contained present and future voter stock. The candidates' votes took 3 days to count. On Sunday morning, the announcement was out. The returning officer declared landslide victory. News that shook the world from this worry. As King of Kings elect, he got the certificate and invited followers to fully participate in this government unlike other nations, where there is no scramble for succession, where power is not something we capture. Instead, it's an endowment of the teacher, where we rule not by whips and scorpions, but by righteousness, peace, and joy of equal proportions, where the center of power is out of this world. It cannot be designed by earthly architecture. He shattered the just like other nations mentality to make this holy nation, unlike other, a reality. The candidate. Vote wisely. Have a good day.